How are your 5 things doing? You do them? We're going to do them again in a moment. Doing 5? Did you take your phone? Did you turn it off for a day? Did you put it away? Did you go from this shape to this one? Did you take a breath? Did you look and see? Did you note 5 moments where you were extending yourself outward into the world, noticing some new thing? Did you do that? If you did not, you need to do it again. Except this time, actually do it. I do it, and I hang on. There's one thing that really kind of, for me, it is the power walker. The sincere power walker. I like that very much. I keep that. Yes, Geraldo, you are here. You are power walking yourself into this burrow. We are going to build and grow and explode here. Okay, we go. Oh, alright, so I come up with a few things. One, I not have space, whatever, they're not space ready made, okay, whatever. I'm going to buy some cones, that's one thing I buy, and Gerald get mad. I buy cones, I create stages everywhere to practice, alright. I carve out a spot for me, Geraldo. We're going to make stages wherever I happen to be. I use that to begin to build. When I out, I do that. That feel good. I had some other things I do. We'll share later. This morning, I hear because I want to talk about how we begin. Let's make sure Gerald's camera is doing okay. Do anything. Gerald do this, I guess maybe I supposed to. How we begin, because this is what I sort of doing this morning already, like working through this kind of how do we and move. I offer to you something that is bad, something that work against 100% what we get to do. I tell you, take your phone and put it away. You have to stop that. You have to break that. It is an addiction. It is a cycle of tragedy, despair, and destruction. You have to put that away and begin to put yourself out. You have to. It is not a choice. If you want to do this, you need to do that. You are not unique, you are not original, you are not observing anything fresh, you are not diving into anything that may be called the depths. You have got to turn this thing off and put it away and take a few deep breaths and see the world and be with it. This is like saying to a baby, you need to learn to crawl, you need to learn to take a step. This is it. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to talk about something this morning I noticed in quite a bit in this shit whole place of tragedy and destruction, despair, where people are sailing on a cesspool of what has been poor substitutes for this work. Poor substitutes you need to acknowledge, poor substitutes you need to recognize, poor substitutes you need to put away. We're going to do that, okay? I'm not just going to sit here and beach. That's not fun. But this is the work, okay? This is part of it. You have to acknowledge what you are in. Okay, you walk into a group, whatever. There is somebody whose eye rolls back in their head and they carry a little tiny knife. Like, you need to know that. Oh, I'm in a group where we're going to do a show with someone whose eyes roll back in their head. They carry a little tiny knife, okay? Who let this person in? What are they doing here? Like, I need to be aware of that. This is someone who might have like some things, okay? Yeah. Maybe they just the Boy Scout and they're super excited to show you all the knots they can tie. Okay, you find out. There's something happening there, okay? We acknowledge, we see. Well, what I seen is crap. Crap everywhere. Crap. Substitutes that destroy. Substitutes that distract. Substitutes that are bad. So we talk through them real quickly, and then we begin. Okay, the first one is this. We are human beings. We are beings of light. We are beings of energy. We are beings of creativity. We are beings of joy. We are beings made to connect together, to harness this energy into a synergy that explodes, that grows into something now unknown that is beautiful. That process is beautiful. And the product of that process is beautiful. That is what we do. That is what we get to do. That is who we are. And this is a poor substitute. This is not it. We are here. I am here with you because this is where we are. It is a dark winter now. We are in the winter. It is a burrow. I am here. We are here. This is a poor substitute. There has to come a day. There should come a day. Hopefully there will be a day where this is not it. Where wherever you are, and me, Geraldo de Antiquity, we are together making things. This is a poor substitute. I not even say the words of the things that people use on their phones because it does not belong here. No, I will not soil my own mouth with that. Already I feel disgusted enough with everything I've seen. Those are all poor substitutes, okay? That is not a human connection. People I see around me are filling their lives with these substitutes. I do not want to talk about this again. This is the painful kind of talk to get through the crap to begin. They fill in their lives with these poor substitutes. A woman who never sees the sun. She has a clock that bursts like the sun, so she wakes up feeling like she's in the sun. That is a poor substitute for being out in the world in the sun. An example. I saw one of those things for sale when I was getting my coffee this morning, and I said, this is horrible. This is a horrible thing. You are a being of light seeking connection. You are finding a substitute for that connection that is a shade, a shadow of what it should actually be. Yeah, the ideas people carry, the ideas they have about life, the ideologies that are rife in this stupid town. Everywhere I go, I see bumper stickers with people saying, I think this. I don't care. It's just a stupid car. Who cares what you put on your stupid car? I don't care. Is it dumb? This is dumb. This is not it. This is stupid. You fill in your life with these big ideas because you are seeking some kind of connection that is sincere, that has depth, that has meaning, and it is empty, and it is not there. So I find this big idea. Oh, I about this big idea. This big idea means something to me. I touch my hat to tip it to it. I already feel sick. I am gross. I do not like this at all. I don't know how long I stay here. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And as long as things grow, I go, okay, yes. Okay, but if it is just shit, I say, I go. I'm gone. This is garbage. No, you do not soil yourself for shit. I pissed off this morning. There are good things happening. No good things happening. To be sure. Yes. Okay, Geraldo, take a breath. Take a breath. Oy. Yes, that is crap. I will tell a story of the Beartooths in a moment. You will see what I mean. Crap, no. A poor substitute. This is another poor substitute that people do. You see this sometimes in the work. They come to the place seeking drama. There's an emptiness in their life. There is an inability to sit and be at peace. There's an inability to sit in the moment, because if you did, you might be haunted by all the voices that come to you from yourself about the life you have lived and how empty it has been. That is a hard place to get to for many people. You spend years of your life filling it with these substitutes, seeking some sort of depth and meaning. Depth, I laugh. It is a kiddie pool of life, okay? That is what I am saying. You have water wings on, and you are flopping around in the kiddie pool. And it could be that that is all you know, if you are one of these poor, stupid idiots who has only gone to these stupid schools and now steps out thinking you are educated because blah 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 blah, and you have no idea. You've only ever been in the kiddie pool. Right? This is the pool, and there is the little divider where there is the deep end, and you think the divider is like the end of all things. Okay, all right. Maybe the world is flat, that is not round. You cannot sail that way. There is the divider, that is the end, because that is what all your professors say. I spit. I spit on that. Oh, so I always in the kiddie pool, right? Well, I want to pick you up and throw you into the deep end. And to take your water wings off, I want to tear them to pieces, and I want to throw you into the deep end. I want to say, okay, now swim. Okay? That's what we do. Maybe you... I don't know who more execrable is. Yes, it's all gross. Okay? All of you. That's what I'm trying to say. All of you. What I see, all of you, all of this is sailing on the cesspool of what has been. Okay? Alright, kiddie pool. Gerald, this is a kiddie pool. Yes, a kiddie pool. Kiddie pool, kiddie pool. It's a kiddie pool. Get out of the kiddie pool. Get out. Drama. They come seeking drama. They cannot sit. They cannot find peace. So they come to a group. Perhaps you know, if you're a performer, you're watching these videos. Awesome. Let's do some things. Okay, let's go. Let's make Bill grow. Boom, explode. Let's do this. They seeking to send little singers to people. They seeking to create gossip. They seeking to create division. They seeking to be disagreeable. When the moment when everybody is about to agree, they disagree. Always drama. Always. It's a cycle of emotional roller coaster addiction. I would say right now, you look around, I see, okay, everybody sort of, yeah, okay. That's what, it's horrible. It's a poor substitute for connection, for being, for seeing, and being seen, and growing something. So this is the crap. The crap. It is all crap. This is the baggage. The baggage. Yes. The baggage. All of it baggage. So what happens if you have all of this baggage? Your brain filled with all of this stupid shit. Worst of all, well, we not know really. I guess not yet. We'll see. I don't know. It is the winter. We are in the burrow. Be prepared. I don't know. Worst of all, you cannot say that, Geraldo de Antiquity. We can say also bad, thinking that that is all. The kiddie pool is what is all. No. So you have this baggage. You have this baggage you are filled with. Okay, so yes, okay, fine. So, fine, okay, baggage. Yes, it's very good to limit that baggage. Yes, it's very good to do other things in your life other than fill it with baggage. However, what can you do? You are a human being, and you are in this cesspool of what has been. You are alive. You are shit too, okay? It's just the truth, right? You are shit, right? This helps to acknowledge that. When I sit and I have to stare at this thing, because I cannot function in reality, I am shit. Okay, you are shit. Let's just get that straight. You are shit, okay? This is shit. Okay, fine. So what do I do, Geraldo de Antiquity? You tell me I'm shit. I guess no, that's okay. Fine, you're shit. Okay, fine. What do we talk about? We talk about sincerity. Okay. But guess what you get to do? When you come to this place, you get to put away all that shit. You get to say, okay, here's shit. Here I am. Okay, I'm going to put that over there. This is why Gerald talk about this place being a sacred space. It says that this space I acknowledge is not shit. This space I acknowledge still exists in spite of the shit. This space I acknowledge is beyond shit. I'm going to acknowledge that by taking all of my shit and all of my baggage and going like this. So we begin the process, we begin the practice by putting away our shit. That says goodbye shit, no. I'm not going, yes, okay, fine, I did this thing last night and I do this stupid thing, blah, 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 and I'm dumb. Yes, okay, fine. I'm going to put this shit away. I'm going to acknowledge this is a sacred space. I'm going to go like this. So, this is the physical act of creating sincerity. This is the physical act of being sincere. Right? This is how it begins. So I show you. Why do I take time to do this? Because you do not do, well, you figure it out yourself, you stupid shit idiot. Okay. So here we go. I step out here. I show you what I do. I show you a way to begin. I show you a way to enter this space and go buy shit. Right? I do it out here. I don't freaking care. I don't know, people walking by, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to create a space here. I'm going to stand in it. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to show you it's going to be. I do two things, and then I tell you what they are. Okay? Okay. The arm swinging thing. I know Gerald is having fun making these YouTube videos that he likes to tell everybody all the time. Go for you, Gerald. You do one of your little things to show it now as I talk about it, okay? The arm swinging thing. My arms are swinging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They are slowing down. What I am waiting for is for that moment when my arms stop swinging. When it is still. I want to notice that moment. I want to be in that moment. That is the moment of change. The moment of stillness. The moment where something ends and something new is going to begin. All that I have to do is pay attention. All that I have to do is listen. All that I have to do, all that I get to do, let's try that out. All that I get to do is focus. I am signaling to myself, I am signaling to everything around me that this is what I am paying attention to. My body. This space. This act. And I am waiting for that moment of stillness to experience it. Everything else flits away. By doing that act, I am signaling that this act is important. By giving my intention to that act, I am signaling that this is now what I am doing. The rest begins to flit away. We are looking for that moment of stillness, that moment of change, where we are gotten to and something new begins. Well, it starts right there. The second thing I do, let's see if this thing is going okay. Oh, we need to start over soon. The second thing I do is a breathing exercise. I let this shit in, okay? I let this shit into my mind. Yes, all the things, I let it in. And as I go down on my knees, I let my breath out. I breathe out. And with that breathing out, I breathe out all the shit. Okay? Everything. There can be images of this shit in your day. Images of everything. Images of yourself, whatever. You breathe in it all away. Me, I am here in this cesspool of what has been. I see a grate, okay? They're all over the place. These metal grates clogged with garbage. I see a grate and I see all this shit pouring down the grate, disappearing, okay? In my mind as I sink down, it's all pouring down the grate, going away. It's gone now. And as I am all the way down at the bottom, my knees, I didn't plug my nose, okay? I breathed out all my breath. I plugged my nose, so I am empty, okay? I am in the same space as when my arms have stopped moving, if you want to think about it that way. Whatever, it is an empty space, okay? All this shit is gone, and I am empty. I am holding my breath, if you would say. I am on empty. I rise slowly up with no breath. My body begins to desire breath, to desire to begin. When I get all the way to the top, as parts of me are starting to say, hello, breathe, hello, breathe, I unplug my nose, I tilt my head back, and I breathe deeply. And it all begins, life begins again. Now, what can happen, and it did happen for me here, is instead of like, oh, I'm inhaling all this shit, I have let go of this shit and I am breathing a fresh breath. I am breathing life. I am alive. I'm grateful. I sense explosion of something beautiful. I see sunrise. I see light expanding out. I'm grateful. There is nothing there except my breath and me. And I am in this space now, and I am ready. Okay. Everything then begins to change. Everything looks different. It is different. I am ready to play. That's why we're here, right? We're going to have some fun. We're going to make things. We're going to be silly and weird and wonderful and beautiful. We're going to suck, of course. We're going to do shit. We're here to play. I'm ready. So I feel good now. I do this morning, I feel good. Now I feel ready. Now if we're in a workshop or something, I'm ready. Let's begin. Let's go. Let's make some things. Let's play. Let's goof off. Let's do some exercises. Let's make some things happen. Let's have some fun. Yes. Let's go. There's an old woman. See, now I'm curious. There's an old woman in a beat-up car, a Volvo. She gathering together something. Interested. Just interested. She looked like she has had a hard life. But she keeping her car relatively clean, and she wears flip-flops. An interesting addition. Those sandals, right? That is something sort of fun, sort of whimsical. Okay. So, should we do it here? No. So this is, I see nothing, no. This is a space that is not a space of people This shit. But we make a little space, and in that little space, I see something in that space. Once I make that space, I see a cigarette butt. And in that space, while I was there, I don't breathe out and see this explosiveness. I go, okay, now in the space, I see this cigarette butt as an offer. An offer. Not as trash, but it is in the space with me as an offer. So I go get that cigarette butt in a moment. I get it now before it go away. That is something. I say yes to Geraldo the Antiquity. Let us go. Okay. Where the cigarette butt? What is this? I don't know. It was in this space with me once I finished. I keep it. Okay? Whatever. I say yes to it. I say yes, okay. Yes. We're going to shape, we're going to build, we're going to grow. Are you in this? But this happened. I say yes to that. I keep that. No. Whatever. We have fun with that somehow. Okay? That's it. Yes, go. I take a breath, I create this space, I create this moment, I look down, I'm ready to rock back to the car, there is a cigarette butt. I say yes. This is a thing. You will see. We will talk about it. We will do it, you will see. We're getting there. But we start at the beginning. We start with this, we clear the slate. We clear the palette. We prepare ourselves to enter a blank space. A sacred space. Be. There's so much shit. What do I want to do with this? I could do so many different things. We will have a lot of fun. I will have a lot of fun with this somehow. Look forward to that. Okay. This is stupid. Stupid. It's just stupid. The empty things people fill their lives with, searching for meaning. That is a story that reminds me of a story from the Beartooths. I said I would say. I want to try to keep this in this space, in this edition, but no, this is what we are discussing today, so we discuss it. Okay. That is another, of course, poor substitute. Yeah, you see many substitutes these days. They're growing. The substitutes, anything designed to create a emotional change, a physical rush to replace the emptiness that is there because you are not experiencing any true adrenaline in your life, any true endorphins, any true dopamine. Instead you have drugs. Marijuana, I don't want to even speak of these things because they're disgusting. Needless to say, if you cannot get through your day without having to physically alter your biochemical signature, you have a problem. Okay. Alright. This is a story from the Beartooths, and the story is called The Elk Who Never Shut Up. Yes, the elk who never shut up. Her name was Clarice. She was a very nice looking elk. I checked to see what time it is. Gerald's super pissed that if I not be back in time, he not be able to go to his work, which he not like to talk about, and I not blame him. Things not going so well with Gerald's work anyway. A very interesting time, but it's not my thing. I not care. I just, the elk who never shut up. It's not the longest story, so it's okay. Her name was Clarice. I know what you're thinking. Why would an elk? Elk should probably not talk a lot. Elk a prey animal. Elk a herd animal. If an elk just talk and never shut up, that'd be a problem. And yes, it was. Clarice, she just talk and talk. Well, she had one of those super annoying voices that you'd like make you want to stab your brain. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think, it could be that the grass over there is greener. But I think it's pretty green right here. And did you guys see, did the sun look different to you this morning? Whoa, look, a bug. A bug on a piece of grass. This reminds me of something my mother told me one time, that if you see a bug on a piece of grass, that means someone's gonna have your ass. But my mom was well known in the herd, and everyone that's why I have so many brothers and sisters. Did you know that when you have a lot of brothers and sisters, that sometimes you don't get attention that you need? And that's why sometimes I really like joining up and being in the middle of the herd. If everyone could spend a few moments sort of surrounding me, I would really be present like that. And then when I'm in the middle, I get to take a deep, okay, everything's fine. Whoa, that bug flew really fast. That got away. We should probably follow it. Maybe the wind is blowing. You guys think the wind is blowing? The wind is blowing. Maybe we should be looking. Is that a bear over there? Or is that just a furry rock? Is it possible to have furry rocks? What is going on out there? And we should really form a committee and have the committee together to talk about all the changes that are happening in the little valley under Twisted Pig. Why do we call it little? Don't you think that denigrates us just a little bit to say that our valley is only little? I don't think that's it. If I wake up in the morning every morning and I see that by the way, it's not, my sister is way prettier than I am, and I don't think that's a nice thing for people to, she's got Matt with the big horns. I know. And yeah, I did charge at her a little bit, but so what? It goes way back, and we need to form a committee, because calling this the Little Valley, that makes me so sad. I'm just now gonna... So, yes, that is Clarice, the elk that never shut up. What do you think happened to Clarice? Hey, everybody! Where are you? Hello? Is this again? Yes, the herd got sick of her. To their credit. They got sick of her. And one day, a member of the herd who felt bad for her, a elk named Clark, he acknowledged something she's seen, and she turned on Clark. Well, Clark, thank you so much for listening. And before long, Clark found himself sort of nodding along with some of the things that Clarice was saying, and then to be heard in the conversation with Clarice, he began to say, yes, I know, because to not be able to talk over. But then Clark's brother, who he hung out with, Billy, he's sniffing dandelions with Clark, and Clark talking, well, I know. So Billy had to start. Before long, the whole herd is a herd of Clarices. All of them. They make so much noise, so much pointless dribble, all of them. None of the wolves go anywhere near that. Oh, there's something wrong with those elk. They just wander around. They eat up the grass. They're out of touch with all things. All things everywhere. So much so that they end up on a high plain, way up by Twisted Peak, unchecked by any predators, having eaten the grass very thin. They go into a cliff band area. One night they make such chatter and noise, one of their committees, that they trigger a rock slide that buries them all. Their bones are still there. The rumor is if you travel up into this cliff band area under Twisted Peak, the wind is just right. It whistles through the rocks and through the bones, and it creates a beautiful music. As if they were searching ceaselessly, unconsciously, for some sort of place somewhere, or regardless of the consequences, they could arrive at a shape or a form that would bring stillness, and from stillness, beauty. It is a saying in this work, we arrive at the truth, always. We cannot escape the truth. You can make as much noise as you like, but eventually you're going to get to that place. So I suggest you get to that place in the beginning. You choose, I ready, I drop it all, I go. You're going to be gotten to. Eventually, the truth will come out. Go there, let it happen. Don't be Clarice. And it says also, quite troubling, that in this cesspool, but whatever, I not care about that at all. So, this is something to think about. There will be stillness, there will be change. That group with the person who always creating drama, or people, or multiple people, that group will end. And something new will begin to grow. There will be stillness and something will grow. Open yourself to that space, put away your baggage, create that space, be in that space, be ready to make, build, grow. It is wonderful and kind of beautiful to think about there being a beautiful song running through their bones, but then you need to realize they are bones. I don't know what I'm gonna... I burnt myself! Okay, so I have the power walker, and then I have the talker with the cigarette always burning her fingers because she's talking so loud. No, the power walker is his own thing, and I don't know what it is. But I have a character with that voice who holds a cigarette, who burns themselves. Hey, I don't know. We see, we making, we building. I not like that story so much. The elk who never shut up. Gerald's gonna be so mad and be so late. The truth comes to us. All of us. Open yourself to it, make the choice. These substitutes do not last. They do not work. You will be gotten to. I have not been to this part of the cliff bend. I have not heard this song, but what I am told is it is beautiful and sad, haunting, wistful. Something to consider, if you will. Nevertheless, we go.